Notre Dame loses to NIU. The Cowboys defeat the Browns, and their quarterback Dak Prescott gets an even bigger win. Tyreek Hill is detained just hours before the Miami game against Jacksonville, and we now know who the Super Bowl halftime performer is going to be. Wow, that is a lot, and we are only in week 1 of the NFL. My goodness. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Channing Curtis. I am a former sports reporter turned news anchor. Let's recap all the craziness that happened over the weekend in football. So let's start off by recapping what happened in college. Of course, probably the biggest headline was the fact that Notre Dame got rolled by NIU. It's wild to me that as a Notre Dame fan that every year these AP writers keep picking them in the top 25, and every year they let everyone down. Maybe stop ranking them so highly. I'm just saying. Anyway, so they paid this team over $1 million only to lose, and to lose at home. Despite Notre Dame's loss, though, they only moved down to 18 in the AP polls. They'll next take on Purdue this weekend. Now, Texas and Michigan was another big headline game over the weekend. Texas beat Michigan at home. Texas is now moving up to number 2 in the AP polls. Georgia, of course, is number 1. Those two SEC teams will play each other in mid-October. It is a game I cannot wait for. Now, most of the top 25 ranked teams are playing unranked teams this week. However, in a Friday night matchup, Arizona will take on Kansas State. Arizona is ranked number 20, K-State coming in at number 14. All right, let's move on to the world of NFL, though, because it was a wild week 1 for the NFL for sure. Starting things off, of course, Tyreek Hill was detained just hours ahead of Miami's game against Jacksonville. So, according to law enforcement, he was detained for a speeding violation. Then, after a verbal altercation back and forth between Hill and law enforcement officers there, they handcuffed him and detained him. Now, video from several passersby showed that he was actually on the ground face down at some point, and Tyreek Hill made a statement saying that, you know what, if it weren't him in that position, what could have happened could have been potentially dangerous. Now, Tyreek Hill went on to play in that game, and the Miami Dolphins ended up winning. No real surprise there. Other big games, of course, the Dallas Cowboys showed out and really surprised me by beating the Browns in such fashion. The Browns, of course, had the number 1 defense last year, and the Cowboys made them look like that defense was absolutely nothing. I mean, Dak Prescott had a great game, and Tom Brady, the GOAT himself, was even giving him his flowers during this game, and rightfully so, because just right before the game, Dak Prescott got awarded a 4-year, $240 million deal. A lot of NFL analysts are reporting that when he was notified of the deal, he was actually in the room with Ezekiel Elliott, who of course is coming back for this year, and one of his trainers. And the first person that he hugged was Zeke. And he said that Zeke, his rookie year, really helped take care of him and even took him out to dinners and everything because Dak wasn't under that Zeke contract. At least not then. Now, Dak probably is paying for everybody's dinner. So before the game, though, a lot of people were talking online as to whether or not Dak deserved that kind of money. So I want to hear from you. Do you think that Dak Prescott deserves that kind of contract? Weigh in the comment section and let me know what you think. And yesterday we found out that Kendrick Lamar will be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, a lot of people online, including myself, were a little bit upset that they didn't really lean in on the New Orleans style music. I personally was hoping that maybe they would do a little Cash Money, No Limit Records mashup, but I'm excited to see Kendrick Lamar. Although I'm sure Drake isn't excited about him being called a PDF file on a national stage like that, but whatever. All right, that's all for this week's recap. Give me a like and hit that subscribe button.